Hello, second grade friends. Mrs. Burkett here. I wanted to spend some time with you reading this week's feature article, feature story. We know that this feature story, my technology's kind of snagging on me, is nonfiction. It's an expository text. Let me see if I can get it to come up, maybe come back down and then get it up. So it's an expository text. I'm going to back it out so it's not so big. There we go. Um, Taken from Time for Kids about families working together. I'm going to shrink it a little bit more. It's not wanting to just zoom a little bit at a time. There we go. So families working together. And our essential question, what happens when families work together? Read about a family that works together on a farm. Now, you may not have thought that was a farm to begin with. There's not hay bales, and I don't see a tractor and a wagon in this picture, just plastic tubs, and I see some children up on top of something that looks like a truck. But this picture, definitely, we see a tractor and we think a family, a farm. It looks like he's mowing something, and I see some little trees here, almost maybe like an orchard. I don't know. But right away, we see these are authentic pictures. So we know this is real. This is factual information. These are facts that they are giving us that really have happened sometime, someplace, somewhere. So how does a family farm work? And I see that's called a header. It's kind of like a subtitle. This is our main title. And that's another type of text feature. Families working together is our main title, but then this little yellow box is giving us a little subtitle that tells us what this section is about. It's 3:45 a.m. on Tuesday. Mary Gelder is ready for work. She and her mom drive many miles from their farm in Michigan to Chicago. That's in Illinois. They sell fruits and vegetables at a farmer's market. Customers visit their farm stand to buy fresh food. And we're familiar with farmers markets and going to get fresh food. I love seeing who will eat the food my family works hard to grow, Mary says. After a long day, the Gelders return home. They do it all again on Saturday. So this girl is going to work with her mom, and she's getting up at 3:45 in the morning. That's a long time before we even start school, right? We don't start school till 7:25, so maybe 6:30 you would get up to catch the bus around 7, a little bit earlier. But she loves seeing the things that the people buy from her family working hard. Does your family work hard to get together to do things? Maybe your mom or your dad works hard, your grandma or grandpa, but she's helping her family work hard. The next paragraph tells us, but their work does not stop there. Each day they do many chores. The family plants, waters, and picks fruits and vegetables. And some of you maybe understand that farming is a lot of work. There's a lot of jobs to be done, a lot of chores to happen. And farming is hard work. And so some of you may know that if your family is into farming. Ask and answer questions. So stopping and checking is something good readers do. Do I really understand what I just read in that paragraph or on that page or in that section? What work does the Gelder family do each Tuesday? Go back to the text to find the answer. So if I go back to Tuesday up here at the start, it tells me that on Tuesdays they get up very early, and this girl, Mary, actually goes to work with her mom, and they drive many miles. So you may think you have a long bus ride, but they must have a very long trip to get from their farm in Michigan to Chicago, Illinois, okay? And they take their goods, their fruits and vegetables and the food that they grow to a farmer's market to sell. So that's one of the things that they do on Tuesday. So I'm going to flip over here and see if I can't go down and go to the next page here. Here we go. One day, one of Mary's jobs is to care for the chickens. Her brothers repair trucks and tractors. They check farm tools such as shovels and drills. Mary's mom, Renee, takes care of money and workers. So wow, there's a lot more to farming than just growing plants and crops, huh? There are chickens to take care of on this particular farm, and trucks to repair, and tractors to fix if they break down, and other types of farm tools that need taking care of, shovels and drills. And this farm is a farm that actually has to have the money tended to. So maybe the books have to be kept. So some larger farms, not just a little family farm, but some larger farms, they have bookkeeping that has to happen and money that has to be managed for what they're spending to grow, and plant their crops, and then what they make when they take it to the farmer's market to sell. When the gelders choose what to plant, they look at demand. In the summer, people want strawberries, so the family plants a lot of them. Sometimes they sell less than they have, so maybe they planted too much. It's interesting the jobs that this family has compared to what we read about in Family's Work, and what they're checking on there. The mother, the pediatrician, was checking on the children, her customers that came, and the tools that they used. The fireman dad was different than the farming tools of shovels and drills and tractors and trucks, right? But notice the choice they're making. The choice isn't whether to buy a washing machine or a computer, laptop. It's choosing what to plant and how much to plant. If we plant too much and we don't sell it, then we're going to maybe lose money. We won't make any money off of it, and it'll go to waste. So that's a tough decision to know, what choice to make and what decision to make when you're farming. Farmers make lots of big decisions, and, the weather has to play in that as well. The gelders turn the extra fruit into jam. I love strawberries, Mary says. It's great to have jam in the winter when there is no supply of fresh strawberries. Does your family make some homemade jam, freezer jam? I know I do, and share it with my family. Love freezer jam on toast in the wintertime. So they found a way, even if their choice maybe doesn't pan out, because you never know how many strawberries might grow if the weather's right, or how many customers might buy or might not buy. Producing and consuming. Some people produce items that people buy. People who buy items are called consumers. Here's a look at some items that are produced and who consumes them. So we have some people are producers, they make things, and some people are buyers. They buy it, they want it. What's produced? Bicycles. Who consumes it? Kids and athletes. What's produced? Books. Who consumes it? Teachers, students, and readers. So we're learning some social studies ideas here. Demand and supply of demand of products. And we're learning about products and consumers, producers and consumers. Food is produced. Farmers produce food. They're producers. And consumers are the people and animals that eat it. Cars are produced by somebody, factory workers. And the consumers are the people who drive them. They need something to take them places, right? A vehicle. Here we have some photographs. So this was like a table or a chart. That's another clue to us as readers that this is nonfiction. It's not made up. It's not fictional. It's fact. It has specific, exact information in it. The pictures, the photographs with the captions also tell us that this is a nonfiction text. The Gelder family farm produces apples and other fruits. People buy jam and fresh food from the Gelder family's farm stand. So the captions tell us about something in the photographs or the pictures. The last paragraph in our article, running a farm costs money. So the Gelders try to save. Some time ago, they bought an outdoor wood stove. They burned the farm's old trees for heat. The heat warms their home and barn. It helped the family spend less during the cold months. We help each other, and we help the environment, Renee says. That's the mom. I'm really proud of my family and our farm, okay? So I don't know if that was Mary talking or her mom, but the farmer has worked hard And they need to be proud of the things that they've done. But notice that this family, unlike the other family where the mother was a doctor or pediatrician and the father was a firefighter, this family still has costs. They have things they have to buy and decisions they even have to make about how they're going to spend their money. And this family, they didn't buy a washing machine, but they bought a wood stove to help them with their heating in the wintertime, their home and their barns, okay? And it helped the family spend a little less in the cold months. So they all work together to help each other, but they're also helping the environment with the choices they make. So a lot of times, the things that we choose to buy or consume makes a big impact on our environment as well, you know. Respond to the text. Use details from the selection to summarize it. Can we summarize? Early morning on the farm, going to the farmer's market, and other days working on other tasks and chores, fixing machinery and caring for chickens, and then planting strawberries, making decisions about strawberries and how much to plant, making jam, and then buying equipment that helps them save money and help their farm run more efficiently. So that's a quick little just paragraph by paragraph. That's a good way to summarize a nonfiction text. We don't really have a beginning, middle, and end. We have kind of like main facts that they talked about, main topics. How does the family farm help provide other people with food? Well, that's kind of an easy question, huh? They raise apples, and strawberries. They make jam. How does the Gelders family work on their farm help others? So they're helping others by providing food. They're helping others by making good choices with how they spend their money and buying a stove to keep warm and being more efficient. So I hope you enjoyed this little article about the family farm and this family that is working together. I would love to hear about ways that your family works together. Do you go to work with your mom or your dad? Are they doing some kind of a job that you could help them and work with them? Sometimes that is the case, okay? Not often, but sometimes. So talk to you soon, boys and girls. I hope you have a good rest of this week. Bye-bye.